Hello there guys, it's Joey and this is a new spell set for the store. This is the Broom Priestess. It's also sort of the negatal priestess. It's the relationship between the priestess of a particular ogre, in this case being negatal or broom, and the energies surrounding that tree, that magic, that language of the tree that creates a relationship between it and its priestess. I feel really strongly about creating these. These are entirely my idea, and I love that relationship between the priestess of each particular ogre and her dedication to each ogre and the words she speaks in honour of each ogre. So the energies contained within the spell set are for purification, particularly of easing a troubled mind, for setting ourselves free of the cage of our mind, to release negative self-image, deep healing and cleansing, particularly of our own negative self-talk. So negatal and broom are very, very strong purification energies, but in particular it comes in my mind to be to do with the way that we talk to ourselves in terms of it being quite destructive to our own self-worth. The priestess here speaks. Remember in your darkest moments that you are never alone, for the universe surrounds you. You are not as low as you tell yourself. Speak not such harmful words to yourself, for you are perfect and loved. Open the cage, fly free, on wings or broom, but let your spirit soar. And it's very, very much about the way that we talk to ourselves, our mental relationship. Learning to be our own best friend, which is something which is incredibly difficult for many of us. We are very critical of ourselves, and I've talked in the past in videos about depression about how we all have that voice in our head which comes from memory of someone telling us, you know, that we're not good enough and that everything we do is wrong and so on and so forth. And if we're not careful, we integrate that into our own psyche, and we then end up telling ourselves that we're not good enough and all our dreams are wrong and we don't fit in and blah blah blah. And negatal and broom is very much about cleansing that out. It's like, you know what, you need to purify yourself and not cling on to these negative modes of thinking, not allow the people whose words have hurt you over and over again into your soul. Instead, you cleanse it out, you purify it out, you leach out the poison, and start the healing process for yourself. It's a very, very... It's not quite an air thing, because negatal tends to be, for me, a bit more watery and even slightly earthy, but a little bit more watery than that. And it kind of is the sort of submersion into oneself, into the universe, and the universe being supportive if you would just listen to the energies that it radiates, that you are loved and you are not alone and you are not as low as you think you are. So let's have a look at the two products singularly. I didn't know what I was quite going for there. Singularly is what I meant. Right, so this is a little spell oil, and this will be available as a solo oil as well as part of the Broom Priestess energy. It's lovely. It's very light, and it really does sort of feel a little bit like that releasing breath in a bottle, but in water form. It's a very interesting combination of energies and how it ended up coming to being, manifesting. And the spell oils, of course, always contain bark from the oakum. I do not believe that you can have items relating to each oakum without the bark of the tree being present. I think that would miss the point. I think it would not work as far as I'm concerned, because you need the bark of the actual tree. You need the tree wisdom in your energies. And then you have the spell votive. So the spell votive is this beautiful light turquoisey healing colour, and I hope you can tell that the glitter is pink. So for the spell cauldron for Negatal. The spell cauldron itself was pink and the inside was the turquoisey blue, and I was like, I want to flip that here and have the pink glitter and then the cauldron part in there, but not overpowering, and then the turquoise, the main healing colour for colour magic. And the reason for pink being present is pink is deeply healing, deeply cleansing. It promotes self-love. It doesn't have to be about outward love. It can be about inner love and universal love and learning to love yourself. And then, of course, all the herbs and flowers and shimmer run all the way through. So this is the Broom Priestess spell duo, and it will be on store soon. Many blessings.